It's your boy Mike. Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra video. So I wanted to make a wish list for the next patch and talk about all the characters that I want to get buffed and nerfed. And if we just go ahead and look at my ending tier list for these characters, this is what it looked like at the end, right? So it's like Kid Gohan at the top, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, and Piccolo. And I think that Piccolo, basically everyone in Z tier needs to be nerfed and everyone in C tier needs to be buffed. And that's exactly what we're going to be focusing on. So starting off with all of the buffs, I would say. Starting off with the one that I also think probably just needs it the most. Well, not needs it the most, but needs it the most in terms of what the fuck they did to him. It's just Gotenks. This was a character who has just like continuously been beaten down into the ground despite being perfectly fine on release. He was a character who had a lot of balance to him. Again, his skill 1 you could always just vanish out of and be able to dodge. His skill 3 was able to be exploded by any blast based attacks. His skill 2 fucking sucked and took way too long to get out, and still takes a long time to get out, so it really is just not a good usable move until late game, and even then it's still very hit or miss. And like his super attack, I think it just like the targeting of it could probably use a little bit of improvement, but that's about it, right? Like he when he first came out, he was entirely fine. If they just never changed him, he would have been fine. But then they made it where his hyper ultra combo, the hitbox of it was just super bad after season 2. They made it where his ghosts got nerfed, his skill 1 got nerfed. Like, they did so much stuff to this character that they just did not need to do. And I think they should almost just revert every single change and put him back to how he was on day 1. Because it's disgusting, like what they did with this guy. It genuinely just makes no sense at all. So I think that if anything, he probably would just need a buff in finishing his hyper ultra super combo a little bit faster, because I think it takes like 1.75 to 2-ish seconds to finish, and having this just bumped down to 1.5 seconds would be pretty nice. His galactic donut and the amount of time it takes to be thrown up and go down takes way too much. Maybe just being able to throw this out a little bit faster than what it is now, because they did have it where they reduced it from 0.6 to 0.5. This should be like 0.1, dude. Like there's still, like 0.2, 0.1, because this just like it has to go up, then go down, and then pull people towards it. Like it's 3 different animations to be able to catch someone, and I think that overall it needs to just happen a lot faster, you know. So that's what I would hope for Gotenks. Cell, I know this is another really popular character that people have just been wanting to get buffed for the longest time, and it's very easy. He needs to have it where his base HP at the start of the game is adjusted, and maybe even just like I don't think he needs like an overall HP boost. It's just his HP and armor. Hold on, I gotta sneeze real quick. His HP and armor at the start of the game is very bad. It should not rely this much on transforming and his bioenergy as much as it does now. Because look at this, dude. He is level 15. And I don't know if this is how it actually is in game, but from this graphic that they show, he was level 15 pre-transformed, and he had fucking, look at that. Like that's terrible. That's awful stats, dude. And it actually looks like that for like level like 1, 2, and 3. Like it's so ass. They just need to make it where his starting HP is a lot higher, I would say. And then make it where the bioenergy that you gain from enemies, it could stay the same. But they need to make it where minions goes from 2% to 3% for your transformation. Because at that point, fighting your enemies and being able to transform would happen a lot faster to Cell. And then he would actually be able to turn into a real character, I feel like. And especially his regeneration, I think this just needs the what's the Vegeta effect? I always forget the name of it. I always say it's like no obstruction, but I'm almost positive that's not what it's called. Unstoppable. If he gets the unstoppable effect on that, where like he can still be attacked, but you just can't stun out of it, I think that would be entirely fine. Because he shouldn't be able to be stunned out of it. He is constantly having to take damage. The amount of damage that this is doing is literally so minimal that it just doesn't matter. Like, you could take that effect out and it just wouldn't change, right? It's mainly the HP regeneration. I think at skill 1 and skill 2 it needs to be a little bit more buffed. At skill 3 I think it's completely fine. But skill 1 and skill 2 probably just need like a slight adjustment in that area. And again, he just needs the unstoppable effect on that. What else is there? I think that's about it. Like, there's not really much to change, because once Cell just goes perfect for me, he's actually really good. Like, his ult is really nice. His skill 1 and skill 2, like his skill 2 is a really good chase down ability. His skill 1 having the movement speed down. I feel like a lot of people over hate on his skill 1, because I always see a lot of people say like, oh, this should be instant. This should be instant. Like, no, I think it's completely fine as it is. The small detonation time, it's not like that big of a deal in my opinion, and the amount of damage that it does is pretty nice as well. And the effect on it is pretty cool too. So I would say like just again an overall HP buff to that guy. Dabura, that's like another popular character that I feel like well, popular character to hate, I would say, is Dabura, because god damn, this guy fucking sucks. Easily, if I had to choose what I would want to change about Dabura, we need to have it where all of this is just reverted. Every single one of it. This is reverted back to 6 seconds. This is adjusted back to what it was before, so 775. Actually, you know, you can keep this one, because going from level 2 to level 3 should have some significance. If it's just this, where it's 50, 75, 100, this is completely fine, I think, because so that way it gives more incentive to level it up. This needs to go to 4 seconds though. It should not have gone down and gotten nerfed. This could stay. This, I don't know, because I haven't really felt the effects of it, but like, it's such a minimal thing for the petrification buildup with your passive, because this is like the circle, I'm pretty sure, that they're talking about. Yeah, like in my opinion, this doesn't really change too much. Like, if they change that, it's completely fine. This is also completely fine, but what they also need to just do is have it where his petrification needs to actually just like create an entirely new effect that is just it just needs to make it where if you get it off and you are able to use your petrification, like it's supposed to have like an anti whatever, is it unstoppable? Okay, I'm slowly learning, guys. See, it needs to have like an anti-unstoppable mechanic. You should not be able to cancel this ability out at all. Once he uses his petrification on an enemy, it should not matter if they are using an ability. It should not matter if they have like unstoppable or any effects towards them. It is a insanely hard thing for Dabura to have to build up as is, so he should just get this for free in a sense. Like, the second that he is able to do it, it should just be like a free thing. And I think the fact that there are mechanics out there like unstoppable that can just stop this from happening is fucking stupid, you know? Because especially because if you vanish out of it, you destroy some of the petrification as well. And I think that's like, that's balanced, but like it's dumb that it's like an even bigger like nerf when they had the Divine Draw that just gives you the Vanish Accept more often. Like, it's so dumb. And it's crazy, too, because Dabura has, like, a really fun playstyle, I would say. It's just that he's shit. Maybe even if they didn't want to have it where they can, like... If they don't want to have it where he can just, like, get the petrification for free once he has, like, that gauge filled up, and that, like, Unstoppable and all that are still able to stop it from happening, then just make it where, like, his ult can also petrify or something. Like, if the gauge from petrification is filled up with this move, then petrify enemies or something like that. I think that would be such a cool thing. Because then you just do, like, your 2, your 3, and then maybe your 1 if it's able to hit multiple enemies, and you use your Evil Blast, and boom, like, half the enemy is all petrified. That'd be so fucking cool, man. Dabura needs it. He needs it, bro. He has been fucking ass since day 1, and he has been Bojack tier for the longest time, man. We get to go ahead and talk about 18 and Frieza, too. Let me pull them up. So, Frieza, and we can pull up 18. Frieza, it's hard to say because they could really do a lot of things. I think Frieza just needs to have it where, like, after a certain time period, after level 3, I think the Zarbon and Midoriya, I feel like they should get the Unstoppable effect. Because the thing is that the minions, even if you were to have it where you make Zarbon, like, completely busted damage wise, he could still get, like, stunned, he could still get knocked back and all of that, and there are so many mechanics in the game that would be able to stop Frieza, or no, Frieza, to stop Zarbon and Midoriya, that it's just like, it's very stupid, right? So if you were to give Zarbon and Midoriya, I think on level 3, the Unstoppable effect, I think that would be pretty fair. Or maybe giving them Unstoppable when you specifically use this for, like, a set period of time. Either one would be completely fine, in my opinion. I don't know what else they would have to change with this guy to make him, like, pretty good. I would say bring back he had, like, his cooldown increased as well. Maybe just put that cooldown, lower that cooldown again when you recall Zarbon, I would say. Because I don't want him to be, like, as disgustingly broken as how he was when he first got buffed. Well, I think that was actually more just because we didn't know how to, like, face him a lot. But yeah, his fucking minions died too easily. 18, I would say probably just the applying no skills. I actually have no idea why they removed that. I think they should probably add that back. And again, like, it's just weird because I don't play 18, so I don't know specifically what she would need to have it where they're buffed. The main issue about them is that they are an assassin type character for DPS, and the meta is and always has been AoEs. So she doesn't have anything other than, like, the Destructo Disc that is hitting multiple enemies, and even then you use that more as, like, a kill confirm, because it does more damage the less HP the enemy has. It follows them and tracks them if you have enough of the stacks on the character. Oh, no, sorry, no, this is I'm thinking of another one. They are able to track as long as you hit them right before, so you don't really open up with this move in a sense, right? And then, like, even their Heartbreaker is just another, like, it's just another, like, kill type move in a sense, like a final attack type move, because you not only does it reduce the cooldown if you defeat or assist an enemy or an ally while using it, but it's just like it also does more damage the more stacks that you have. Or if you have all the stacks and you get additional damage. So it's just like, yeah. It's really hard to say what this character would need. I guess just an overall damage increase. I don't know. Then again, she doesn't really have like too many effects. Maybe just effects on her kit. She has a super low amount of HP actually. Maybe just having it where either Assault Rush or some of these skills just gave you like defensive mechanics. Because genuinely, I feel like every character should have like something to be able to protect themselves, or just give them like a small amount of defense, you know, or even just a small amount of HP. What if like 18 got shield from being able to like hit Excel Dash multiple times, or something like just like 100 HP, not 100 HP, but like I don't know, a small amount of HP. Right, like one that would be able to be hit in less than a second, you know, because you're able to spam it so much, is what I would say. Yeah, that's all of the bottom tiers. Top tiers, I think Piccolo should just have his special beam nerfed in terms of how much damage it does, I would say. Because this just does way too much damage. It is the hardest. I get it. It's a very skill-based move in having to properly aim, but late game it just does too much. Piccolo charges special beam and it can entirely team wipe. Like it is insane. The other quote unquote like best ultimate in terms of like damage is Spirit Bomb, and you could get 2 Spirit Bombs and it still wouldn't do as much damage as like a special beam. Like it's that good. So I think Special Beam would just need a nerf. I don't know if like skill 1 could also like one shot as well, but again, it's just like another skill based move. So I don't really know. Maybe having it where it just like comes out a little bit later, like the enemy is able to react to it a little bit faster. But I don't know. It's really hard to say. I think mainly it's just his super attack though that would need to be nerfed, especially after Goku's just got nerfed. Piccolo is the next one who should have that. Gamma's easily. This one's the freest nerf of all time. His fucking skill 2, man. This gives you way too much extra HP and lasts the entire ability. Like, it's insane. Insane how much extra HP you get. Where is it? Where were they like buffed? Wasn't it like right before season 2? Yeah, right here. Look at this, man. 3 to 5 seconds for his extra HP, and then he got his cooldown reduced by 5 seconds. If this was like 6 seconds for the cooldown and like 4 seconds for the extra HP, I think that would be entirely fine. Having some sort of buffer between the HP if they don't want to change the amount of extra HP you get, because this part is insane. The amount of that you just get 10 to 20% HP, dude, it's insane, because you just have that up constantly. I think that would be like the biggest thing about this guy that I would say would need to be changed, though. Everything else is pretty maybe just decreasing this just like a little bit, the damage of this just a little bit. Because look at that, 720 is what it was on Super Start, and then it went to 720 on just level 1. Like it is so much. It is so much damage, especially early game. Like I think early game would probably just be the biggest thing I would want to see it updated for. Like maybe like 60 less damage or something like that. So just the damage and the HP is what I would say. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. We've talked about this in the past. I've said it so many times during the Squadra, or not the Squadra, the weekly feedback Monday. His kick just needs to have it where he doesn't stun for 1.5 seconds. I think it just needs to be 1. and then his wall needs to have it where it doesn't, either the wall needs to not give you as much HP, or his overall HP needs to go down by like a little bit. Because remember, the wall scales based off of how much HP you have total, right? But the fact that Vegeta can just use his wall so much and gets that extra HP from it so much, I do think that, like, compared to a lot of other characters, he probably should have like a little bit less HP than a lot of these other tanks in the game. Not like Cell bad, but like he shouldn't. I'm pretty sure he has the highest amount of HP tank wise. Oh yeah, and then Kid Gohan, his is easy as well. It's just his friendship boost. Maybe his friendship boost and then the Leave It to Me, because the Leave It to Me, from what I've heard, it does 70% energy defense down and then 70% energy defense up to your allies. So probably reducing that number by like at least a considerable amount, like 20-30%, I would say. And then his friendship boost, it should not give more damage than World King. I think World King is completely fine with the amount of damage boost that it did after its nerf. But like, okay, well, this we're gonna go back to prehistoric times, because this is a long time since Gohan was buffed, right? Because this is like season 1, wasn't it? No, this is before then. Let's see. Was it 1.1? It was very early on that Gohan got buffed. And then was just like dominant for the entirety. It wasn't during season 2. I don't think it... Does it show that far back? Here we go. All attack up increased from 300 to 400. What is World King right now? Because this was like season 2.3. There's no, this is 2.4, I think. Oh wait, right here, helpers. From 350 down to 250. So this does almost double World King. And we already thought World King was like insanely busted once he was buffed. I think this needs to go down back to 300. Like, I think having 300 is perfectly fine, considering it's just one enemy. So even if it's, or one enemy, one ally, but it should not be more than World King. Or not that it shouldn't be more than World King. It shouldn't be more than World King than what it was like after his insane boost, right? Like, think about that. When World King was too OP, in our opinion, it's more than that for Gohan. So that does need to change. And then I've said this before, if they do decide to nerf any of his other skills, I think his skill 1 should be boosted though. His skill 1 is so dog shit. It moves enemies away, and that's it. Like, what if I don't even know what they would do to this, I guess. I don't know if I would really want another effect to Gohan. Because then that would kind of just revert all of the nerfs that he had. So yeah, just reduce the amount of boost that he gets from his passive, I would say. And I think that's about it. Like, there's other characters, like the B tiers, that I think would also need to be buffed in the future. But overall, these are like the biggest ones that I think need to be changed first, before we start talking about those characters. Like, 100% Krillin needs to be buffed, Toppo needs to be buffed, Trunks needs to get buffed again, but they're not as much as all of these C tiers. And Z tier is 100% the thing that would need to get nerfed before any of these S tiers. Like, I want Hit to like explode, but I know that Gohan is better. So he would need to be dealt with first, I would say. But anyways, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hope you guys have a great week. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.